Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on a big old 6.2 Vortec motor in this big old Yukon. She needs an oil change. She also needs oxygen sensors upstream. So we're going to take care of that while we have it up in the air and do a tire rotation. So let's dig in. First I'm going to start by taking off the oil filter. Let's see here. Back several months ago, did a rear main in this Yukon. And quit slipping. It just wants to be a booger today. Come on. There we go. Anyway, several months ago, did a rear main in this Yukon because it was just pouring out about a quart every day. Looks like I've already got a little small leak again. Gotta love an LS. They just sound so good though. Kind of hard to beat. Nice and hot. Can't touch it. So now that we got oil filter draining, go on and get it taken off the rest of the way. Seen this trend on TikTok and YouTube about how people can remove drain plugs and stuff and not get oil on their hands. I ain't ever been that lucky. I ain't even gonna try. X will take off that. Get the drain pan scooted over a little bit. I'm probably blocking y'all's view some, but it'll be out the way in 2 seconds. Ooh, about missed the drain pan. Good old hot oil and get it out over your hand. Grandfather always told me, you tell whenever you're working because you're going to be making a big mess. Well, I've mitigated a big mess a lot more than I used to. But I still like making a big old mess from time to time. Oh, get that dropped down out of the way. Try to change oil on this one about every 4,000 miles. This one was a little over. I think it got up to about 42, 43. That's okay. The motor's got almost 250,000 miles on it. Yeah, she's still ticking. Alright, I'm gonna get some brake clean now. But thankfully, I ain't never had no real big major issues. I've had the VVT spilling oil take a dump on me, and that was real fun. We were pulling a camper with us, going to Talladega, and just decided it wanted to stop. I've had to replace the cam sensor, crank sensor, but other than that, she does good. All right. I'm gonna let it be done dripping. Tighten the plug back up. Get my filter and put some oil in it. As always, make sure you didn't leave your old gasket off of your old filter. Make sure you put oil on the new one and get her spun on. All right, make sure this is snugged up. It don't have to be real tight, but you want it past snug, or next time you're gonna fight like Dickens to get that thing off. So let's get the stuff moved out of the way and we'll start on the oxygen sensors now. All right. Well, my parents owned this Yukon. My dad had some type of no-name high-flow cats put on. Shoot, it's probably been 10 years ago now. So because of that, running a catalytic converter simulator elbow. All right. And I just broke it off. Imagine that. That may be why I was getting oxygen sensor code. All right. Well, we swap what we're doing. Now I got to take his plug out. I guess we just gonna go back with put an oxygen sensor where it's supposed to go. Let's see here. Maybe I ain't trying to get that big a pickle. Yeah. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's what it was happened. That's what it's supposed to look like. So, I don't know if I can get the welders set up and try to weld it back together. I'm just SOL. So, I don't know, I may try to weld that. Okay, so put that on the back burner. Let's swap to this side. See how this one acts. Yep, that one did the same thing. So, looks like we get to have fun with the welder today. Alright, so we'll set that over here to the side. Get both of our oxygen sensors unplugged. Like that. And this one's in a funky place like that and that. All right. So let me figure out my game plan, and I'll let y'all know what I decide. All right, got everything set up on my little makeshift table. See if we can get them burned in. Yes, my helmet works. I'm hoping it does. All right, let's flip it over to the other side. And this helmet ain't working real great. I don't know where my other one is. All right, for the record, don't do what I'm fixing to do. It's pretty dumb. It means you kids. All right, they ain't the prettiest thing in the world, but they'll work for who they are, who they're going to. So let's get some NICs on them, and then we'll get them stuck in. All right, got our snubber seeds on this. Make sure you use the high temp one. If not, the other one just turns to powder, and then it doesn't help you. All right, my wrench should be laying right there. All right. Let's see if I can get just a little more that way. Yeah, I think I can make that work. Let's grab our oxygen sensor. And now, get the new one threaded in. Make sure to twist your wire while you do it. That way you don't break your wire. And get this thing snugged up. What if I have the wrench the right way? Alright, go through this hole. And we'll ground it one more time. Alright, leave well enough alone. Get it hooked back into our connector right here. That is the wrong connector. Well, like we're finna put the old one back in. Cause I'm a dummy. So, get this put back in. At least they didn't break whenever I took them out. I like that part of it. Alright. Now, get this one twisted into there. Get our other wrench. Snugged up. Grab our oxygen sensor. Now, get it put back in there. Get our wrench. Snugged up like that. Get our connector hooked back in. We'll be ready to rock and roll. I don't know if you can see that. I didn't notice it till right now. Drive shaft's been rubbing that. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this the wrong way and not take the drive shaft out. Before I can do that. And it don't look like it. What do I want to do? See if he has a socket, maybe. Alright. Oh. And that wasn't exactly the right way to do that either. Most time you're supposed to mark where your pinion right. Well, I guess I'm gonna be too worried about it just yet. Alright, get my stuff back. Oh, ain't that something? Wasn't it just that tight? And I couldn't turn it with my fingers a second ago. Alright, got a connector here. All that work to have something done in just a couple seconds. Let's get it topped off now. Well, thanks y'all for hanging out with me today. I worked on this. Hopefully y'all like this video a lot more than the last one. I've made a video and I don't even think I'm gonna post it. It's just so bad. But the guy's trying to learn. Y'all tell me what y'all want and like. I'll catch you next time.